What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another cup of conversation.
where we have conversations worth having.
I am your host T,
And I'm your host, Coco.
and today we got a little solo episode at the crib, y'all. Ew, ew, ew. Pew, 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 pew. Give it up for us. Give it up for us. Y'all, today we're gonna be talking seasonal depression since it's that time of the year, and as we always do when we start, the episodes, we check in. So this is, I guess, the best time to do so.
hmm
Honestly. So, how are you feeling? How you dealing with how you feel?
Um, I'm doing pretty good. I had a good day today. I think I'll just say my year is ending in a way that is really setting me up for success for next year. And so I'm excited about that. I feel like everything that I kind of asked God for
Hmm.
or that he seen fit for me to do, even when I didn't know what I wanted to do, it's kind
Right.
of the plan is kind of working itself out, and I'm in a good space. I feel like I'm not as stressed because I feel like also I'm not doing anything that is forced. Like everything that I'm doing, nothing is forced.
Yeah.
Whether it's relationships, whether it's work,
Mhm.
whatever the case may be, like everything that
Yeah.
I'm doing is kind of, if I don't want to do it, I'm not gonna do it. If I don't feel it's good for me, or if I don't feel good about it, I'm not doing it.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
It
and
really
I'm
is.
just and I think too, what I had thought about on the way to work today, I was like, I feel like I'm letting go of what it should be.
Hmm.
The thought of like what stuff should be, like I'm just letting that
Come
part
on.
go. Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. But other than that, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I pretty much the same. Like literally, like not letting things stress me like that. I understand that this is the time where a lot of people get stressed and depressed, but for me, I've never really experienced much seasonal depression unless like that whole year it might have been a depressing like
Mm-hmm.
year. Um,
Right.
that's probably the only time. But right now, I'm like, I'm good. I'm optimistic. Like everything I know I'm doing, like you said, it feels like it's setting me up to be successful next year. Like I know the steps that needs to be done. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
a matter of taking them, doing them the right way, sticking to them,
Right.
and
Right.
being consistent about whatever you want to do. Like it's the plan is set. Once we sit down and start saying, "Hey, we're gonna plan 3 months at a time," like the plan is just set. It's just about executing. So,
Right.
and that's like you said with everything, with my job, um, relationships,
Mhm.
friendships, anything. Like I'm just putting the pieces in play and working them. If they work, they was part of the plan. If they don't, I'm not tripping on it. It is what it is. It's part of life.
Right.
I think getting back into my faith is helping me a lot with that. Just I'm stepping out on faith. I don't really like whatever falls out of the way for a reason. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not I'm not feeling bad about none of it at all. I am still looking to get a therapist, but that's just more so just a talk. So,
Right.
sometimes you just gotta get stuff up and out. You have to say it out loud. So
Right.
that's just more so to do that. But other than that, I've been good. I've been coping
Right.
peacefully. That's probably why y'all ain't seen us, just to be honest.
Yeah. No, really.
Because
Mm-hmm.
we just been trying to get things together. So um speaking of not seeing us though, I just want to let y'all know that like the things that we have been doing behind the scenes, very little may it be. Next year I do think it's gonna be a very good year for us.
I agree.
I'm pretty excited about. Remember when we said in the beginning of the podcast that it might take us 5 years to pop off? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we're working on that plan. Like and
Mm-hmm.
when that fifth year get here, it's gonna be like light work
Yeah.
to jump into that. It ain't gonna be like we went viral overnight, don't know what to do type thing.
When
Like,
it happens, we gonna maximize it.
oh yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be one of them stories like, oh, they was
Mm-hmm.
viral this week and they ain't new.
No. Right.
Trust me.
We gonna be ready when it comes.
Trust me. But you want to kick off the first topic with seasonal depression? You got your notes for that? What you want
Um. I would just start off with this. So let me just start off. Let me just jump right into it.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was thinking about like what do I want to talk about with this topic, because for the most part this topic it's not a new topic, right?
Right.
And so, but it really made me think about the last 2 months. What I've been thinking about in my private life is how I've been thinking about more and more how, for one, all of the holidays that we celebrate are man-made and they're rooted in capitalism. We always talked about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been talking to my family, my church family, and I just really wanted to know, like, like my life has kind of been like, what do God have to say about all of these? What does he have, what's the word say about these?
Right.
And so um and it's nowhere in the Bible that I can find that says, oh, don't celebrate this or don't celebrate that, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was convicted of, I guess, was the fact that we spend so much time celebrating these man-made holidays, keeping traditions of men, that when a lot of it not only was rooted in capitalism, but it was also rooted in like white supremacy.
Right. Right.
And so I figure, I said we spend so much time celebrating these holidays and spending all of our money that we don't really have, if we really want to be real about it. And even if you have it, it's a lot more stuff that you
It's
could be
still a lot of
using
money
them.
to be spending at one part of the
Yeah,
year.
and it's a lot of stuff that we don't have that you could be putting that money towards,
Exactly.
that really create some type of generational wealth, some type of peace in your life, something else,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so I just find it funny that we celebrate it to the extent that we celebrate it, and we don't keep any of the traditions that they kept in the Bible. Like we don't talk about none of those. You know what I'm saying? Even
Mm-hmm.
it's like people that's Christians, when you go in churches, you see big Christmas trees, you see big ornaments, you
It's
see
like
big
they almost
Easter.
can't ignore the capitalism, like the way of the world, like the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
like
what we
even
have.
down to that. We talk about like being set apart and not being a part of the world and stuff, but it's like, what about that aspect? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like we gonna just ignore that aspect. So that's why I kind of been with it um for a lot. And since last year I had already said that I wasn't gonna be celebrating Christmas as usual. I wasn't gonna put no tree up. I wasn't doing decorations. Like last year
Right.
was gonna be my last year doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of been prepping my daughter for that because I want her to, I always say this on the podcast, I just want her to experience life not different than I did, but I want her to have a look on life that is not traditional. You know what I'm saying? Like in
Yeah.
every aspect. I want her to think about other aspects of life, or how her life could be different as it relates to the things that we just do out of normalcy or out of tradition. You know what I'm saying?
And when you say tradition, you mean like the American tradition, like
Yeah.
the way of life that we
And the religious
um
tradition too, though. Even that, like even
okay.
that part of it, like just the whole idea that, oh, and I know Christians, they try to cover it up with, oh, we celebrating Jesus' birthday, but even that I feel like is it's not real. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Right.
like that's not what we celebrate. We just covering up the
Yeah.
holiday with
Y'all
being
like making an excuse for it, like just
right. That's how I
trying to
feel
do
about it.
anything to make it right.
Yeah, and so that's kind of how I feel about it. So I guess, yeah, the American tradition, the tradition of religion, the tradition of just doing it, doing what do they call it? Getting along to get along, or whatever
Right,
they say,
right.
going along to get along. So I just be wanting to remove myself from anything that feels like it's just pointless. And I just feel like that's another thing that's pointless. I feel like you can celebrate in certain type of ways. Like for me, I said it, this year we not going all out buying a whole bunch of gifts that's gonna be on the floor, broke, thrown in a closet by the end of the day. Like we're gonna take our money and really make a meaningful experience out of it. Like
Yeah.
spending with family, like maybe going on a trip, or
Yeah.
starting our own traditions. Basically, like starting
Exactly.
something that we want to do. We gonna have this time off. Let's make it like meaningful.
Baby, I barely get time off. They gave me Wednesday off.
What?
Wednesday. I just
And
put in
not
my
the day
request to
after.
take off there. No, not even the day before. I put in my request to take off the day after because I'm not feeling it either. I'm not big on, and I don't, I wouldn't say this is because I don't have kids around, because I still like in the years before, I used to go home and do it big for my nephews. Made sure, like,
Mhm.
okay, let me make sure. Even I'm struggling, and this is crazy that I'm even thinking to do this. Like they don't have
Yeah.
parents and shit. But like, let me make sure every one of my nieces and nephews got something and shit. My brother popping them out like ain't nothing new to do. So I mean, it ain't like I only had one or two. Like so.
Right.
I just hate that I had that pressure on myself and like really just trying to keep up societal norms and trying to like feeling like that's what I need to do. And that I started
Mhm.
letting that go within the last few years. Like I've been telling my people, look, it ain't good right now. Not for me to buy all y'all. I'm gonna give my mama something. You know what I'm saying? Not for
Right.
me to buy all these kids. Like it's not that. It doesn't work
Yeah.
like that. Like and it. I mean, I do for y'all if y'all need it. I like to spend time with y'all in meaningful ways. Like when we
Right.
get together. I like Thanksgiving because we don't ever really get to have like a big family dinner often
Mhm.
where everybody is there.
Right.
So I like little holidays like that. But other than that, like I really don't get the hype. And I know not all of it is surrounded in financials, like what you can and can't afford and the capitalism of it all.
Mhm.
But because some people have like issues with family and they don't want to go visit or they don't have enough family to go visit or whatever the case
Right.
may be. So I know that plays a part into it, but that has never been my story. Thank God. I'm
Right.
glad, fortunate enough to never have wanted to do anything like cut my family off. Even when I moved to another city, I'm still not far, and I never like really wanted to move far. Like
Mhm.
I never just really wanted to be too far away from my family. So but I am thinking about doing a year at least somewhere else, like another country. But that's neither here nor there. I just don't like the capitalism of it all. It makes it seem like we got to do stuff that we don't even got to do.
Mhm.
It's like a imaginary gun at your head, like oh do this or, but like
Yeah.
ain't no or.
Yeah, it ain't. And I feel like too, I feel like as the new adults, like we like to say, like I feel like we just have to be okay with stepping away and like doing
Yeah,
something different than the majority, getting the taking the backlash that you're gonna get from it,
yeah.
and just
And
being
really
okay with it.
missing out, or you know what I mean. You know how you missing out if you ain't got
Hmm.
the matching Christmas outfits and
Yeah.
missing out on all this, whatever. But like you said, we just gotta take a step back and like be okay with being different. And it might be uncomfortable for the first year or two, but
Right.
make it a tradition. Make
And
it a tradition.
create your own traditions. I feel like that's another thing that we kind of, as a new adults, we kind of just go. I know I was talking to a coworker and she was saying how like her great grandmother or her grandmother is her grandmother, not her great grandma, but her grandmother is the person that cooks everything for Thanksgiving. And I just was looking at her like, your grandmother is that old and she's still cooking everything for
Everything.
Thanksgiving, like 8, 9 pies, the size, the meat, the everything. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a
That's,
lot. Like, just like,
ain't
and y'all
nobody
have to
want to
be
spend the night at the house.
right. Like,
No
even
thanks,
now,
y'all.
like, nobody want to, like, say, okay, let's start, like, okay, this year, let's, like, all make a dessert. Let's all, like, just even simple stuff like that to where the pressure is off of people because we know what the pressure feels like when it's on us.
Yeah.
So, like, just thinking about how we can make things the load lighter for other people in every aspect, not even just money aspect, just time aspect,
Yeah.
just having somebody to do
Chris.
something with. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, um, I seen you made a post about like just somebody coming to your house to cook. Like just the load of not having to
Yeah.
do something is even it's not even about the money of it. It's like, oh, I'll buy the stuff. I just want somebody to
Yes.
be right here with me. So it's just so many aspects that we can take the pressure off of people.
It's the community that we be needing. Like we
Hmm.
need to be in community with each other. Everybody they I don't like that we've all gotten to this, like we've been saying over the year,
Hmm.
this kind of like individualistic mindset or like, oh, just me and my little bubble and that's all I well, and your family is in your bubble. So
Yeah.
if you fuck with them like that, y'all, I
Right.
know
I'm about to
I keep
say,
on going back to that because I didn't know. I'm not gonna say I didn't know that many people didn't get along with their family, but like you know how people make the TikToks of the story times and just holidays for them or what holidays, and I'm just like, dang, a lot of people really do spend holidays alone or you know.
hmm
So I
and
get where
think
the sense
about
of
people
depression
that
comes from.
don't have, family per se, like people that have parents that passed and siblings that have
Right.
passed, and like I know somebody that has no parents and no siblings, like literally the only one out of her immediate family.
Yeah.
So it's just different for certain people, and then that's another aspect of it. With the holiday supposed to be about people and giving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's what we say, but we don't really do that
Yeah.
because if you really think about it, like when you on Christmas, you make sure your nieces, your nephews, your kids have everything. But do y'all ever stop before y'all after y'all get fat full? Do y'all be like, okay, now let's go give to
Yes.
we don't do that enough. I feel like,
Hmm.
or for
And that's
Thanksgiving.
always the plan. It's always good talking about it. Like my mom, even my family has talked about it a couple times, but it don't ever fall through like that. Like
It's not a priority for people,
it's
and
not.
like for Thanksgiving, I kind of felt a sense of I know that I'm blessed. I'm very blessed with the type of family that I have, the relationship
Mhm.
that I have with my family, the way we gather. Like, and I know I've heard so many people. I remember in my grand opening, a lot of people was like, "Man, like your whole family, your family, your family." And I told my mom, I said, "I'm confused. Like, I'm just really been living in a world where I feel like everybody got a family. Like, you gotta have a family. Like,
Yeah, I know.
and that's not true. And so, like, even for Thanksgiving, I felt kind of led to like say like if you don't have nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, like
Oh
hit
yeah,
me
I
up
did. You say that. I did say
because
that.
I
I
really
thought
feel
that was nice.
like I just feel like like we just assume that everybody good, and whole time I'm thinking like, dang,
Yeah.
I'm talking about my family Thanksgiving how it's about to be, but like, what if somebody looking at my story like, dang, I wish I could, and so many
Yeah.
people
Trying to
did
see what's
inbox
open
me,
around to see what they gonna be able to go eat. Like, it be
yeah.
little stuff like
Yeah, and so many people did jokingly text me. They was like, "Can I be your cousin? Can I be like, But I feel like people, even though I was talking to the girl that do my hair, she was like, her mama didn't do nothing for Thanksgiving because she felt like all of the people that's like our age, the cousins
mhm.
that's the new adults now, they come to the house, they get their plate, and they don't even stay. They just get their plate and they leave. And she was like,
Let's
I didn't
talk
cook
about
y'all.
it. It's like it's really I feel like our generation is like doing the bare minimum when it comes to keeping like traditions or helping out with coming up
Hmm.
with the ideas of traditions, pitching in. Like y'all
Right,
don't know that we have to be the ones with them. Y'all trying to figure out like everybody just want to talk about, oh, let's get this venue, let's do this for family reunions, let's do this, let's do that. But then when money is mentioned, it's like, oh, everybody like, well, we was expecting the grown ups to pay for it. No, you are the grown ups now.
grown ups, right, right.
You are the grown ups now. Like,
No, yeah. No, I feel that. I feel like too, we always talk about this. See, me and you always talk about the fake rich culture, right?
yeah.
But I feel like we only and when I say we, I'm gonna just include us. So I'm gonna do like the pastor do and say we, even though you might not be in the group, you
Hmm.
could be.
Yeah.
So I just feel like we have more care for the outside world than the people that really know us or
Yeah.
that really are
Mm.
impacted by us. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
Like we
Talk
really
about it.
just go 10 toes in, 10 toes down, or whatever they say, to be liked, to be popular, to be looked at as not a brokey.
Hmm.
But then when it comes to family folks, you be the same person that be on Instagram flexing, but when your family be like, oh, bring drinks or bring,
Yeah.
bring up you
Now
like
you bringing the Mr. K or whatever.
exactly,
Like,
exactly.
oh, okay.
We don't prioritize and make sure our family get the fullness of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I be wanting people to have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can
because it could
agree.
be so great.
I can agree. And that's funny that you say that. It's like, my family. Like I have a family member that like outside. I'm talking about love the streets. The streets love them, baby. Like, what's up? Bitches everywhere. Like it's like that. But like
Right.
it's almost like it's like they think what I said. Like, oh, we waiting on the grown ups to do that. No, motherfucker. Ding, 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 ding. Let me tap you on your forehead.
Right.
It's us.
Tag your
That's why,
it.
like, I always call on my way there, like, what y'all need? What am I bringing before I come? Like, My mom and them act like I'm the only, and then they call me for so much because they literally act like I'm the only one out of the people that's my cousins that's my age. They bringing bags of ice. I done made macaroni. I done bought the stuff for the green bean casserole. I done stopped at the store 2 more times because you needed pie crust and butter and like, come on, G.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Like at some point, like if you or I'm not even gonna put no age on it, but to be honest, I kind of want to give y'all like a 25, 27 and up. Like you need to be asking what to
And
bring.
even not even like you said, you don't even have to put no age on it because it could be different in every family.
They
Where
could,
there's a need, when you know you can fulfill a need,
yeah.
be that person to fulfill that need and do it gladly. Don't do it with strife or with
Do you think
I got.
that the not fulfilling of that need is because they think, oh, they got it together, they already got it? Like they, you know how you said people can look at your family and might think y'all perfect or y'all, you know, even when y'all invite me to stuff, I even still text and be like, y'all need something, you know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like, do you think it's because people don't think you need anything, or
I believe it could be that. I believe it could be that. But I also think that when you're not made to do anything, you
that's what
get
it is?
complacent in not doing anything.
That's what
Like
it
even
is.
if you know there's a need, because if you the cousin, say for instance, if you're the cousin that everybody know we all sit when you leave, we all sit around, they don't never bring nothing, they don't never, but none of us never say, hey, this the year you gonna bring some, baby. You need to step it up. You ain't bringing drinks this year, you ain't bringing rolls this year. This year, XYZ. If I feel like we gotta be accountable too. Like you can't be about talk about it, but not, you know what I'm saying? Talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel
Yeah,
like it's
it
both.
be like that, but you know they be having the mamas that, oh, that's my baby, I bought it for her, I got it. Look, don't nobody want to hear that, Yvette. You've been babying this child too
Not
long. We don't
even
want to hear
not
that.
using my mama.
I don't even know who Yvette is, but look, we don't
But
want to
yeah,
hear that.
yeah, no, I understand. That's why I say you have to be really accountable. Look, this year you bought your dish this year, but you only made enough to feed 4 people. Look, you're gonna have to
Hmm.
buy more ingredients.
I'm
You're gonna
learning
have
to
to.
be that Annie though. I'm learning to be that Annie. Like you know that Annie that she ain't your Annie. I mean, she ain't your mama, but she don't give a damn what your mama said.
Right.
Like if something needs to be done around here, I'm learning to be that Annie. Like
Yeah,
I'm
it needs to be said.
speaking of, but I won't be doing it to my nephews. I might need to start calling people
Everybody,
out.
baby, they call me the sergeant over here, and I
But
don't care.
they might need to get to ready to salute because I'm ready to get the calling names now. Like,
Yeah,
come on, y'all. We getting too
yeah.
old for this. Some of
Because
y'all older
it
than me.
everything you can really enjoy stuff when the load is shared. When the load is
Yes,
on one person, it's
yes,
always gonna be one person that's tired, beat
yes,
down, and they can't even enjoy it after all the work. Can't even enjoy it because it's like you done all the work. So if
yes.
you delegate things and people really hold up their end of the bargain, it just makes for a great time. Like
And
it
you
really
just want
does.
like it's the holidays. You want to relieve stress from people. Y'all want to have a good just everybody come together time. It doesn't need to be something that people stress over or that people are worried about when it comes
Hmm.
to it. Because I seen on the Breakfast Club they had a little topic when they came back that a lady said she did spaghetti for her family because people don't chip in. And that's all they had was a big pot of spaghetti, garlic bread on the side.
Wait, she did spaghetti because what?
Her family, nobody in her family chips in. Like she has to. She said last year she spent about almost $500 on Thanksgiving, and it was stressful for her. And she said she wasn't doing it this year, so a pot of spaghetti they got.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, if you don't want to help share the load, like I'm talking about that morning. If I would have knew she was making spaghetti, I'd have been at the stove.
But
We need to
but
get this ham on right now.
imagine how Thanksgiving will go next year, because
Exactly.
that's what I had to show y'all to get you to understand.
Yeah.
No, this is not gonna be a just come eat and leave type of thing. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Either they ain't gonna come at all, or you gonna get a house full of food. Either way, it's a dub.
It's a dub, exactly.
Either
Yep.
way, it's a dub.
Well, I think too. I think like we said, just sharing the load. I feel like and I've noticed that we always talk about how black people can't come together, black people can't come together, but a lot of times during the holidays, that's when we come together. So it's not a thing of us not knowing how
We
to
do
come
that.
together. it's the fact of us just doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think about even like my family, how we came together. This year we talked about how the same way we can get a money pot for holidays and make sure we got all
Everything
this, we
is
got all
done.
that. We
Yeah.
go real far with ours. If y'all don't know, we got a
You
whole
said money
committee.
pot?
Yeah,
Oh
like
wow.
yeah. So like basically, every family has a family fee. Your family send it to the treasury of the committee, and that person goes to Sam's. They get all the
Y'all are
nobody.
so entrepreneurial. Like
Yes,
y'all, what the hell? Not the
yes. One
treasurer
person go
family.
to Sam's. One person get all the to go place. One the regular place, the foil, the condiments. Like your fee money goes with that. Your fee money might get decorations. Your fee money
Mhm.
might get tables and chairs. Your fee money, depending on what
Yeah,
what
and
it is. So
that's probably best to do a fee because you can't trust people to bring what you tell them to bring.
exactly, exactly. Somebody gonna get there and say, "Oh, I forgot. Oh, I
Or
no."
they didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all
You don't
own
gotta
it.
worry about that.
Y'all own it.
Yeah. And
Y'all own
so,
it.
but I said that to say that the same way we get money for that and we gather for that is the same way we can also gather for things that's not related to the holidays.
Yeah,
If think about it, every family every month putting in a pot $50, $100.
we was just talking about that at
And
Thanksgiving.
when a family needed something, it was an emergency. Oh, boom, we got an account. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like whatever the case may be, like we could gather. We know how to gather, but we have to make it meaningful. And I think that's another thing to maybe think about, like when you're going about doing a tradition or something like that, or creating your own tradition. Find ways that it can make sense. Make it make
Yeah.
sense. Like people always say, make it make sense. So even if you do want to celebrate the holidays and spend the money and this and that, make it make sense. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Find a way for it to make sense.
I agree with that 100%. And I'm definitely down with creating new traditions and staying
Mm-hmm.
away from the capitalism that, America has built for us. I want to do more give backs. Like, um, it needs to be times where we kind of gather like Thanksgiving, but just to give back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It ain't just about us. We feed ourselves afterwards, but let's feed the people first. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I think I think that's what we need to start getting towards, making our own tradition, our own black
Mm-hmm.
culture. Within your family, this family, that family, the next family, we don't all have to do the same thing. Just start somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah. I agree.
But for our next topic, y'all, I'll bring this one in because I like that video you sent me. And I did see some more stuff about this, even just like scrolling myself. We're gonna talk about everybody pretty much being superficial and this kind of like fake rich culture that we talk about all the time, and pretty privilege, how that all you know relates
Mm-hmm.
and goes with each other. But my first question was just to get it flowing is what does pretty privilege look like to you, like when it comes to friendships, and like how does it show itself in friendships, relationships, job opportunities, etc.
Okay. So you asking me what does pretty privilege look like in my life?
Well, what would it look like to you? Like if you feel like somebody was being chosen because of pretty
Oh,
privilege, or that, like, what does it look like to you?
so I will say this. I've always knew what pretty privilege was. Um, but I guess I never really thought of it as what we think of it as today. I
Hmm.
just feel like if you're pretty, of course, more people gonna like you. That's how it always showed up. Like you were a little bit more popular if you were pretty. The
Right.
guys, you probably were the number one pick.
Hmm.
But to be honest, like I haven't dealt with pretty privilege in like a work type setting, really. Like, and if I did, I guess I didn't recognize it. But
Yeah.
I've always been in a situation, or like from work wise, like even with prettier girls than I would say myself. I feel like I don't want to say this, but I feel like I never was phased by it because I feel like every time I knew a pretty girl, I was never like blown away by them because I've always known the insecurities that they had.
Yeah.
Me and my mama was just talking about this like tonight when I was
Yeah.
doing my makeup.
You see him as a human, like you humanize
Not
him. You
even that,
don't.
but I just felt like I never was like in competition with a pretty girl. Cause let me say this, I just feel like this. Me and my mom was just talking about this. I feel like all of the pretty girls, not I ain't gonna say all, but most of the pretty girls that I know, I just feel like they always had some insecurity deep down inside, and like I feel like dudes always did them the dirties. Like they always got played the hardest. Like even though you got all the dudes, they always
Mhm.
you always be the most broken heart, or you
I've seen
always be
that
the most
sometimes.
played. You know what I'm saying? And I seen a video one time, and my friend Bree, she sent it to me, and it's. I feel like it's so true. I feel like sometimes pretty girl, not all, but I feel like sometimes pretty girls they have that all their life to stand on, that they never create anything else about themselves other than being pretty. So with me, for instance, like I wasn't known as the pretty girl. First of all, I'm dark skinned, so that was already strike 10. That was 10 strikes in itself. Okay, so and then I mean I didn't have no light eyes or nothing. I don't think I'm an ugly girl, but I wasn't, because I did always used to get, oh, you pretty for a dark skin. People used to
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
You gotta have
like,
that standout feature if you.
yeah, but I didn't have no standout feature. I wouldn't they ain't had a slim nose, I got a thick nose. I ain't never have all this. So I feel like I always was liked because I was liked, not because I
Yeah.
was just pretty. So I feel like that's how I kind of always seen it in even my adult age. Like if you was liked, it's because you just pretty. But if they like me at the workplace, it's because I'm getting stuff done. It's because
Right.
I know how to do my job for real. Versus I don't know if you really they just like you because you're pretty or what. So
Right.
I
Right.
never really was like phased by that because I knew it was very shallow why somebody would like you, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or
I can see
why
that.
you would get picked.
I can see that. So I think to me, pretty privilege is like it plays out, looks the same how you would say. Um, Probably be more popular in school,
Mm-hmm.
the top pick or whatever. But in my adult life, because I have a lot of those, and this is just like an honest moment, I guess for me. Very vulnerable. Um, uh, I did have a lot of those issues that you spoke about that pretty girls have, like in school. I was I guess I had pretty privilege, but I didn't really use it like that because I was such a tomboy that I just wanted to be the homegirl. I wanted everybody to think I was cool, you know what I'm saying? Just
Mm-hmm.
cool, she a vibe. When they talk about Tia, oh, she cool. I could sit around her. I don't always have to try to holler at her if I'm a guy. If I'm a girl, I ain't gotta try to impress her. She cool. She
Mm-hmm.
ain't bougie or nothing. Like that's how I wanted to be seen. So I guess I never really looked at like the privilege like the way I got it, but I know I got it. I mean, I was hanging in a group of girls where it was like 8 pretty ass girls, and we had a little group that we used to throw parties in. At first, it was small little stuff at our house, but then it turned to big events. Like, so I'm knowing these niggas is coming because we cute, not because we
Mm-hmm.
doing anything special. Like,
Right, right,
and
right.
because we young, it's something to do. You know what I'm saying? But heavy on it because we cute. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
Like,
right.
so I knew that. I knew we had the privilege for that. Like, but what I will say I was green on a lot was a lot of my relationships with guys. Like you said, like they always wanted a pretty girl, but it was more like a lust
Mm-hmm.
thing. Like it
Right.
wasn't like I want you. And then
Mm-hmm.
you get that stigma of if you pretty, you must got a lot of niggas, so you must be fucking with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
You get just all kind of stigmas. I seen
Their
like posts,
insecurities come out when dealing with
yeah,
somebody
I
pretty.
seen a
Yeah.
poster saying like the downside of pretty privilege, and she was just like people just lust after you, girls hate on you. I didn't really, uh, I didn't pay attention to shit like that. Like I'm not really like this bitch think she think she ugly, so she must be hating. Like that was never like my mindset, because again I'm trying to make you understand, everybody know around me I'm cool, I ain't bougie, I'm just cute. I
Mm-hmm.
not the same. Like I'm cool. I can even like how we talked about on the last episode when we talked about like taking in and hanging in with people just because we didn't
Mm-hmm.
want them to feel like, oh, we can't hang, we ain't too good to hang with y'all. You know
Right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
We can hang in there. We could do the, you know
Right.
what I mean? But like, I never really seen my privilege, but recently in my adult years, even really not even just my adult years, at this job I am at right now, y'all, it's insane how I'm starting to notice how it can play in a workplace. Like you said, you never had the experience in the workplace, and I had neither until now.
Mm-hmm.
And it could really play high up the chain in corporate, baby. I'm talking high. VP is hiring people for pretty privilege. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and when they first said in my office that, we usually keep ladies in the office and, guys in the warehouse, I'm thinking, oh, they just old school. You know what I'm saying? They old school. But I'm telling you, flag after flag is popping up. I wore a
Yeah.
little crossbody shirt. One of my bosses looked at me like he was finna have a heart attack, and he couldn't stop looking. Later on in the day, they sent the lady to tell me, "Hey, if you wear a shirt like that again, just put a jacket on top of it." Like, I was like, "Oh, okay." I didn't know I was in that type of environment. Like, I seen a
Right.
white lady over there wear one. I thought it was cool.
Right.
I thought it was all
Yeah.
right. But it's just very lustful. It's very. So I thought I got that job because of my brains and stuff, but I should have known.
Right. 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 Right.
They only found out I was smart after they knew I was cute.
Right. 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 Yeah.
And it's
And that's
even like I'm the type that they would go for. It's just about having pretty women around. You know
mm-hmm.
what I mean? It ain't like they trying to specifically shoot at me. It's just about when it does something to a man's ego.
Right. What it looks like for him.
Yeah, it does
To
something to
have you
him
around.
in the inside. I don't know what kind of dopamine it kind of sparks, but it does. And
Yeah.
I really just realized that, he be hit. Like, my boss has recently hired girls that I feel like he only hired because they look cute.
Mm.
And me being a black woman, they didn't go through the loops I had to go through. They didn't have to go temporary, then, wait 6 months to a year to see if we're going to hire you. No,
Right.
straight on to the company. Hire on.
Right.
Sign your name on the dotted line. You get benefits right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So.
I think I just wish sometime with the pretty privilege. I mean you can't help if you prettier than the norm, I guess.
That's what I
So
was going to say.
it's not something you can really control. But I do wish that people that have pretty privilege, not to say not to use it, but like make people stand on business even though. Even
Yeah.
if it's pretty, like you're still
I
gonna
was
have to
thinking
stand
that
on
though, because
business.
I was thinking like, cause when I was thinking about the girl that he hired, I'm thinking like, what is this girl supposed to say? Don't give me no good job, like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I know that, but at the same time, it should be some kind of, and she might not even know what I had to go through to get, it still should just be some kind of, I don't know. I think it's the system that needs fixing. We need to from the outside, I mean from the inside out, like it's the system because that's why I think that's one of the high reasons why we women can't get these jobs like presidents. I'm not gonna say can't, but haven't yet. Like it's the system altogether. It's the misogyny in the system. They don't look at us as much other than a good majority of men don't look at us as much more than just like a lustful.
But do you think that if they were called out on it, would it matter?
No. It's a bunch of powerful white men right now that's been called out on all that shit. And what are they still? Powerful white men.
Well, I'm just saying if like say for instance how like with the job that the girl that you was talking about that made it got the job and didn't have to go through the same hoops.
Mm-hmm.
Say for instance if you were in the office and not to say that she knows that you went through all that, so how would she be able to speak on it?
Right.
But at the same time, like say for instance if she did know like something that was going on in the office and you were getting mistreated versus how she gets treated.
Right, right,
And she
right.
was like, wait a minute, hold up. Like,
For sure.
I
If
see
it's
how
something you
you,
can see.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I see how this went for her, but didn't go like that for me. Like,
Yeah. That's where you take your privilege and you use it for good because
right.
I feel like that's what that's what a lot of white people could easily do. Like I feel like you can easily be like, well, it ain't gonna take out like why did it take this long for them to get on? I'm just asking, what was the protocols or just ask
Mm-hmm.
questions. Let them
That's
know
not
you
gonna
own
happen
to it.
though.
You ain't gotta go up in that bitch and be like, hey, you ain't hired this girl the same amount of
That's
time you
not
hired
gonna
me.
happen.
Like, I wish it would though. This girl ain't
Yeah,
white. She Hispanic, but like all of them might as well be white if you ain't black.
yeah. To be
Because
honest,
I'm telling you, me having to wait that long and watch that girl walk up in there and get like the same privileges I did after like 2 days was after, and I had been there for a year before I started getting. I, it had just brought me back to like I feel like my ancestors was rubbing at my skin, like girl. Oh my, it just I don't know, boiled something inside, and I'm just like, damn, I'm really black. It's
yeah,
kind of cool, but it's not
right.
a little dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you can get around that really, other than just standing on business. And I don't think, I mean, I feel like it's a privilege in a lot of things. It might not be a major privilege in it, but I feel like it's privilege in a lot of things, and people have opportunities to use their privilege when they need to. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that privilege
Hmm.
may be. But I will say that, like, I just would, if for me, I feel like I would just hope that as moms, I guess, of
Hmm.
pretty daughters, that we teach our daughters to have something other than be pretty. Like a pretty face
Yeah,
ain't like just being pretty ain't gonna cut it. Like, you know, the
yeah.
type of thing. Cause like I mean,
Or even I ain't gonna say know how to use it, but know how to use it. Like,
mhm.
not get used for it.
Right,
Not be just
exactly.
lusted over, not just be, talked about or, whatever,
And
hired
be
just because you
okay
look
with it. I
good
think
and to
that's
have
the part
around.
of it that is a problem for me. It's like, you know, that people are so endowed with your beauty, and like you just like
Do
giddy
they
about
really?
it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have
Do they
nothing.
really? Because I'm telling you, I was green about it for a long time. I just was like,
Well, I guess I'm speaking about the people that do that know that,
okay,
oh, I'm
okay.
gonna get what I want because I'm pretty. I'm gonna, oh, all I have to do is and da 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 da. Like,
Well, I would pose the question: is that a bad thing? Because remember how I was telling you, they always look down on black women for using what they got to get what they want, but like when it's everybody else, it's just like, oh, that's what women's supposed to do. Like, of course she was with this NFL player and she kept herself up looking good. She was with this football player from high school or whatever. She kept herself up looking good. I mean,
no, well, this is the difference. I guess it will make. I feel like this is across the board, whether you pretty or you a black woman. I just don't like that that be the end all to be all of it. You get what I'm
okay,
saying?
right, right,
That's
right.
where I think the thin line of, okay, yes, of course, if you're pretty and you can have your way with it, certain stuff, then yes, use it. But don't let that be all a person know about you. Like, don't
Yeah,
let, like, even with a woman that ain't pretty, or a woman that's got a nice body, don't let that be the only
the
thing
end
that
all
a
be all.
man
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
or you know what I'm
It's like
saying?
the Dreas of the world, how they
Yeah,
just
even at
talking
a
about.
job, don't let the job know that's all you got. Like, make them respect you for more than just that. Like, yeah, I got that, but this what I also got too. Boom. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
and
saying?
that's why they had to like. I feel like that's pretty much what I did. That's why I say they knew I was cute before they knew I was smart because I
Mm-hmm.
had to being black. Yeah, cute. That's good enough to wiggle you in the dough. I might let you temp for a couple weeks, but are you gonna catch on? Are you smart enough to catch on to this shit? Oh,
Exactly.
you did? Okay. Now you cute and you smart. I'm gonna keep you
Yeah.
around, but you
Mm-hmm.
still black. I'm not gonna hire you permanently yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you work for that part for it. Like
Yeah.
so it's really it's really a very it makes you want to pull your hair out sometimes because I just hate
Mm-hmm.
dealing. I'm in there biting my tongue. I'm in there like now I wouldn't even say biting my tongue. I'm just really playing my cards right. Like I'm playing the hand that I'm dealt. Basically,
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm not trying to overplay my card. Not trying to underplay. I'm just playing the hand I'm dealt.
Right.
Like I don't want to mess up and be trying to go off on it. I don't want to be the person to be trying to point out everything because with corporate companies you got to have the proof. There ain't no point of just he say she say or this what I feel
Exactly.
like my feelings and this that and the third. Fuck that. That it got to be proven for something to happen. So
Exactly.
like I say, play the hand. I know who I'm messing with. I know who I'm dealing with. I know
Mm-hmm.
who the dealer
Yeah.
is. Man.
And I think that's the only thing for me for pretty privilege. Because I mean, you can't help if you pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Like I said earlier, what you supposed to do? Tell a nigga if he say let me pay your bill, what you supposed to say? No, go pay hers.
right.
What? Why you ain't
Mm-hmm.
ask her? Like, you
Right.
know, it's it's
It's
hard
one
to
of
kind
them
of get around.
things.
It is what it is, but it is what you do with it. It's a way to know how to use it. It's some girls that know how to use that bitch to the They know how to use it so well.
No, they do.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like those pretty girls who are soft too and know how to use their feminine.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's the part I missed about the pretty privilege. Like, I'm too busy trying to be cool that I damn near turned into one of the homies.
Right.
Like,
And the pretty and got the pretty though.
yeah, so I'm just a
Right.
pretty homeboy. Like, that's why I ain't even trying to like. I don't want to take it there with her. I want a pretty girlfriend, not a pretty
Right.
boyfriend.
Ladylike.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I noticed that about like a couple of my friends. Like Quinny, I feel like she's very good at turning on her feminine. Like very, yeah, yeah. I'll do that for you. Like
Right.
I can't. I ain't never did that to no man.
Yeah. But then not her in particular, but then you have to think about how do you want somebody to perceive you, I guess.
Ladylike. I don't want it to be like a.
Just from my experience, it seemed like even with that, like I feel like, and I don't want to say that because it's not everybody, but
Mm-hmm.
it just seemed like the girls that I know like that, they always be in the worst situations from being like that. Like I feel like they
Kind
don't
of
have,
broad.
huh?
I said that's kind of broad. I know a lot of girls who's just very girly, and that's just their nature. Like they just
Well, yeah,
girly, and
not
they very successfully, loved in relationships, married.
yeah. That's something that's why I say I don't want to say it because it's not. But like I feel like just like even the people that might be successful in relationships, I just feel like sometimes like it's crazy because me and mom was just sitting up here talking about that, and I didn't realize this. But we were just saying how like
Hey,
it
when
seemed
your
like
mom will come get on the couch?
no, for real. We literally was. I was sitting here doing my makeup, and she was just like, "Chris, but we always say," and we started talking about how like the
That's
pretty
gonna be a
girls.
good 3-part.
Yes,
Yeah,
no,
if we sit on that couch with
the
your mama, that's gonna be a good 3-part series.
no, that's gonna be a good. Oh my god, my mom is so she like sitting and talking to the old lady.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Already
talking to my mom,
knowing.
but she was just saying she was like from her experience too. She was like from my experience, it always be like that. The prettiest girls get done the worst. And I
Mm-hmm.
said that's how
Not going, yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
I don't know why though. I don't. But now that I'm thinking about it, like maybe
It's
it's what you
either
said. Like
it's
it's
either
the
they like
lust
one of the
factor.
two. Pretty girls with no boundaries, so they being ran over, or pretty girls that think they shit don't stink, so they ain't got nobody.
Okay,
Like,
so listen to this then. Okay, so that's what it is then. Um I feel like okay, I seen a video and I have to send you this video too if you haven't seen it already. But
mm,
I seen a video of what's his name? Cameron.
yeah,
He was talking about how he don't like the IG baddies because they don't have no personality. They don't know how to make him laugh.
yeah.
They he said, have y'all noticed they never take videos? They always take pictures because they don't
Come
have.
on.
Da, da, da. So he was talking about. He was like, I'd rather the girl that might not be cute. But she gonna make me laugh. She gonna like he was just saying like has a personality, and that's what I think that's what I'm trying to say too. Like I feel like it's not that you just pretty that while you get done bad. It's just the fact that when somebody get with you and they realize like that's all you have
That's
is
all you had.
pretty.
Yeah.
Like that's what
You
make it
wasn't
hard for
nothing
them
else
to.
behind that cute picture that they followed and that they,
Yeah, like you don't even know how to hold no conversation. You don't even know how to like. You ain't even you. I think he had said something about like you don't even fart. You don't even.
I think I did see that. He
And
was
I was
like, eat in
like,
front of
dude,
me.
like
Stop acting
that's.
like you. Now, I don't like when girls act like they can't eat in front of men. That right there,
But it's a
baby,
lot of women that do
don't
stuff
do
like
that.
that. Like,
They don't
oh,
fart in front of men. I'm sorry, excuse me?
they don't even.
I'm finna act like my body not a human being and hurt myself?
But that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like when you make yourself not a real person, people gonna treat you
Yeah.
like not a real person. So it's like, oh, you don't got no feelings. I mean,
I've never got that caught up in my pretty. I know what kind of, like, some people be caught up in a pretty.
yes,
I just thought it was a thing that, like, I'm like, that's one of the things I am. You know what I'm saying? That ain't everything. That's just
right,
like,
right, right.
so I
And
guess I
so
get what you
that's
mean
the
by that.
difference,
Some
though.
people are consumed by that. Like, I won't answer FaceTime unless, you know what I'm saying, I take my bonnet. Uh-uh. I'm not taking it that deep.
So
I'm
I guess that's what I'm saying about, I get being girly, being feminine, being soft, but sometimes you have to be real. Like
Yeah, yeah,
if you
yeah.
when you find yourself doing it for an image, like
Yeah.
you said, I can't do this because if I take it, like then you got to think about it. But if you was just sitting in your house with your bonnet on and you just need to answer the phone real quick, why are you taking that pretty that far? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
are you
yeah.
taking it to the extent of having to inconvenience yourself to answer the phone?
Yeah,
You get what
I
I'm
know
saying?
exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Like, that just don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to
Yeah.
me. I don't
I
really.
think that's when it becomes like we say in the mental health field maladaptive. When it becomes a problem. Like it's not a
Yeah,
problem to be pretty and to want to always present yourself in a nice light, but at the end of the day, like be real too. Have
yeah,
a real side of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't be waking up 3 o'clock in the morning because you know your man about to get up at 5 and he gonna see you with a bonnet on and you trying to hurry up and
exactly.
take your bonnet off. You trying to brush your teeth.
Yeah,
Baby,
no.
your
Mm.
teeth not always
When
brushed
I
when
be
you wake
seeing
up.
stories like that on TikTok, I be shaking in my boots. Cause, girl, how many years you been with him and doing that? Oh my lord! Like,
I would never.
oh my lord!
Baby, you
I
gonna
know
smell
you
this
are
morning
uncomfortable.
breath and you gonna smell this bunny that smell like flat iron.
I mean, it's people on there talking about some. Yeah, I've never seen my wife without, looking like this. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
would hate to see how that would last 40, 50, 60 years. And it's like, dang, like, can you just be off your guard at some point? That's what I think about that.
yeah. I want you to explore yourself. Know, like, that you're a lot more than just a pretty face. Like, it's other stuff
Because when
about
you
you that
say
people
this,
should like.
would you say that and this might not be true because some men really feel like they need to see their wife in a certain light. But would you say that if Bubba was a type of man that said, I don't want to see you without your hair done. I don't want to. He didn't want to see you in your natural state or your like your the state that you gonna be in. Like when you wake up in the morning,
Hmm.
he wanted you to be put together before he could see you and stuff like that. Would you equate that to him not really being in love with you?
I would equate that to him only loving a certain version of me. Like, he
So
doesn't
not
love
being in
me.
love with you,
Yeah,
right?
in love.
Have
Yeah, yeah.
having a condition
He
on your
like. I
love.
wouldn't even say in love. He loved me. He got love for me. You know what I'm saying? He liked me a lot. He like when
Right.
I look like this, but he doesn't love all of what comes with me. Like,
Right.
so
So that's
I
what I
definitely
think.
would not long term be with somebody that thought I had to look a certain way or present myself a certain way to them every time I present myself. Absolutely not.
Right.
I can't see that for myself. I mean, to each his own, but, like, I mean, is it at the end of the day? Is it something that you want to do? Is it something that you are doing for you, or
Or do you feel comfortable with doing it?
yeah?
Or are you forcing it to be
Maybe some
comfortable
people
for
that
somebody
made they.
else?
I was just gonna say some people that made they self comfortable. They done
Hmm.
drug a little twin size mattress up in there or something. They didn't up in their brain. They didn't made a good pallet, baby. They comfortable, and
Yeah.
they don't even want to be.
Hmm. Yeah. That's the only thing that I have to say about pretty privilege, though. Just don't make that the end all to be all.
Yeah, I can agree to that. It's nothing that you can really control, but at the same thing,
Yeah.
have a little personality behind it.
Hmm.
Don't just make that like the only thing you know.
Hmm.
And hold on, you got any confirmations you want to leave the people?
Um. Not really. I really don't. I don't. I can't think of anything.
Give them something for the seasonal
Oh, okay. I will say
reasons.
this is your confirmation. I do have something. This is your confirmation to not to be okay with either not being okay, wanting something different, doing something different, and creating your own way, whether it's holidays, whether it's family time, whether it's just something that you've been wanting to do with your family or not, just be okay with it, not looking like somebody else's, not looking like the norm, and not being what people consider normal and the right way to do something. Be okay with, I guess, be okay with breaking the breaking the norm, basically breaking the
Yeah.
chains of being what society wants you to be.
Break down that barrier a little bit. Make your own
And
tradition.
then if it don't feel right to do it, go against, if it doesn't feel right to go against the grain, it's okay to say, okay, well, I tried to go against the grain. I didn't like how that felt either. So now I'm gonna either go back to this, or try something
Start
else.
over.
And I
Yeah.
think, because I say that too, because I feel like sometimes people don't try new things because they don't want to see people, they don't want people to see them trying, and they don't
Yeah.
want people to see them switching.
Yeah.
I know, like with business, I had a fear of not starting another business because I feel like people gonna say, oh, she doing something else, oh, she, it's
Mm-hmm.
okay to do something else. If you don't feel right either, okay, move on to the next one. So this your
Exactly.
confirmation to be, not be okay with not being okay or being liked.
I love that. I love that. I think this is a great episode, y'all. Not our norm, but we're making new traditions.
Yeah.
So
No, for real.
until we see y'all next time, deuces.
Bye.